So here's your first look at a real and fake pair of the Nike Air Jordan 4 Frozen Moments, but can you tell any difference between the two? Hopefully this video helps you authenticate your pair. Hello, so today I'm taking a look at two pairs of Nike Air Jordan 4 Frozen Moments. One is real and one is fake, and this video is to help you if you are trying to authenticate your pair. So I must emphasize that this video does not support the counterfeit industry in any way, it's just to help you at home if you are trying to purchase a retail pair. So the retail one here is on my right, fake one here is on my left, and it's just to show you some of the differences. So we'll get straight into the comparison. So the first difference to note is the actual sizing of the two boxes. So as you can see here, the retail one is maybe 2 centimeters taller than the fake one, and the overall box is a little bit larger. And these are both a UK 9 in sizing, so they should be pretty much the same. However, they're not. The box is smaller on the fake one. Showing you both of the lids, I'm not sure if it's going to show up properly, but you can see there's actually a different material look to them. This one is reflecting on the light a lot more than this one. This one looks a lot darker and is actually a lot more shiny compared to this one, which has like a matte finish to it. But it's a clear difference that you can see straight away. Spinning the boxes around and giving you a close-up of the labels, we can see a difference here as well. So if you look at the overall font size, so if you look at the difference in font and text size, you can see a difference here. However, I would say they have actually replicated this pretty well, and the differences are quite minor. So if you want to pause the screen, take a closer look at both of them and compare yours at home, I would do so because it's actually quite hard to see. So just take your time at this section and pause the video here. But nobody really wants me to talk about the boxes for the entire video. I'm more interested in the shoes. So we'll open them up. Let's take a closer look. Let's open up the fake one first. As you can see, cement paper on the top wrapped around the shoes. So we'll open up the retail one now, and there's actually a difference straight away. So there is no like speckled paper on the retail one. It's just double wrapped in a white paper. So this speckled paper shouldn't actually be there. But let's take the shoes out and compare them side by side. So here are the two pairs. Can you spot any differences straight away? They look pretty close at first glance. So the first thing I'm going to tell you right now, the fake one, this one on the left, absolutely stinks of glue. It is so strong. I've actually had to open my window in my room because it is so bad, the smell. So a detail I've noted on the retail pair, it does come with this label here. Hopefully you can read that. It just tells you that over time this metallic finish will wear off. The fake one doesn't come with that label, so if your pair is dead stock, just look out for this because it should come with that label attached, just giving you some details about the metallic chrome finish on the side. But if we're comparing the shoes side by side, the first thing I'm going to take a look at is the suede on the toe box. So you should be able to see this from me just holding them up to the camera here. You can see there's a clear color difference and quality difference between the two. This is the retail one here, and you can see that toe box suede is a really nice high quality finish and is a lighter shade than the fake one. You can see the fake one here is a much shorter suede and it's much more rough, and it just hasn't got the same appearance and looks slightly darker than it does on the retail one. Also holding them up to the camera as I am here, you can see the retail one, this rubberized cage material at the bottom here is a lot smaller compared to the fake one. So if I hold the fake one up here, you can see that gap is much larger and chunkier compared to the retail one, which is a lot slimmer. Very noticeable difference between the two pairs is on the back of the shoe. And if you look at that Jordan logo here, you can see how it's placed. This is the retail one here, and you can see the gaps between the foot and the suede on both sides. Whereas on the fake one here, you can see, look, he practically touches the suede with his feet on both sides of the symbol, which means it's placed incorrectly and easy to see side by side here. In terms of this almost pattern-like material going around the toe box here, as you can see, I would say it's a lot shinier and a lot more visible on the fake one. As you can see here, look how much that light shines off it. And if I compare this to the retail one, it does shine off it, but you can see it has a slightly more matte look to it compared to that fake one, where look how glossy that is. That's such a difference in look from retail to fake. So looking at the back of the shoe, and here is the retail one here, you can see it has that rubberized tab at the back. What I would say is the retail one, as you can see, easily bends, whereas the fake one is a little bit more stiff. So if I show you at the back here, it's a little bit harder to bend. It does move, but it's a lot stiffer than it is on the retail one. It doesn't have that full flexibility like the retail one does. The retail one you can pretty much bend fully back. This might be quite hard to see, but on the retail one, the chrome accents on the side, you can see, look how shining that is and look how clean they are. Whereas the fake one is actually a lot more scratched. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera, maybe there. It has a lot more marks and scuffs on it. I know this can just happen with transport, but I would say if you're getting a dead stock pair, look out for how marked this is because you'll want it to be clean anyway. But if you're buying a retail one, just look out for that because you're not going to want to buy it if it's scuffed anyway. Spinning the shoes upside down, looking at the tread, you will see it has a two-tone finish. So you can see the grey and all this kind of like light creamy color as well. But if I show you retail to fake, you can see there is actually a color difference between the two. The fake one here, the creamy parts are a little bit too peachy in color. So you can see the color tones between the two are different. I'd say it's a little bit more white on the retail one compared to the fake one, and the color tones are just off on the fake one. So easy telltale sign between the two, especially if they're dead stock. If they're used, way harder to see because obviously it'll be a little bit dirty and used, and it just kind of changes the color tone of the shoe. Looking at the outer side of the shoe, you'll see on this white section here, it does have a pebbled finish to it, and it blends all the way to the top, as you can see there, whereas on the fake one, it's a lot more obvious that there's a clear divide of this pebbled section here to the top part here. So you can see there's a line going where it divides, separates the pebbled section to the clean section, as you can see there. But on the retail one, it blends in a lot more. There isn't that real divide at the top, which is obvious to see a difference between the retail and fake. I know it's a minor difference, but it's what you're going to have to look for if you are trying to authenticate your pair, because at first glance, they do look pretty close. So let's now take a look inside the shoe and inside the tongue of the Air Jordan logo. I'll give you a close-up of this because it's actually quite hard to see. But on the retail one, the Air Jordan logo above the J-O-R, you can see that it's got 4 stitches which are double stitched. Whereas on the fake one, at the top of this label, you can see the entire row is double stitched along the top, which shouldn't be the case. It should just be these 4 individual stitching in the middle, which are double stitched compared to the fake one, which has done it all. So clear difference between the two, obvious difference, and something you can actually look for in dead stock and use because it's easy to see and you're not really going to be able to change it. But let's look inside the shoe as well. So the fake one does actually come with a shoe tree and it's made of cardboard and covered in paper. The retail one comes with just paper. So there's no cardboard inserts on the retail one. As you can see here, the fake one comes with this when it shouldn't do. It should technically just come with the paper. So taking out the insole, the fake one, and the retail one, what I would say is I'm actually surprised, but the insole is just really thin and flimsy. Like, it's kind of pointless. So if we look at the bottom of the insole and look at the Jordan logo once again, you can see the position is different from retail to fake. The retail one here, the Jordan logo is placed much lower down and more centered. It does have this sticker as well, but if you take that off, you'll see it is actually placed lower down than the fake one. The fake one is placed a lot higher. As you can see here, bigger gap, and it is centered, but it's just in the wrong position entirely. There's no real difference to the back of the insole, so I'm not going to give you a close-up of that. Just look at the placement of the Jordan logo here. I would also say the retail insole is a little bit more fuzzy, the material's a little bit longer. However, nobody's really going to care about that. But it is just a difference to note if you are authenticating. What I would say is when I took that insole out, it absolutely stinks of glue. Like, it's so strong underneath the insole, and that's just gonna have to reopen my window. So that's a comparison between a retail and fake pair of the Nike Air Jordan 4 Frozen Moment, which I actually would say is growing on me. I don't really like the metallic silver, but an all grey shoe, not too bad. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of it, and did this video help you? If you spot any more differences between the two pairs, comment them down below so you can help other people authenticate their pair at home. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting the channel. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers, hopefully we can do that this year. But please like and subscribe, does help the channel grow, helps me do more videos like this. Thanks for watching, hope you have an amazing day.